My shot ready. Good afternoon. This is Scott in a Shot coming to you live, Gridley, California. My beautiful wife, Darla's home right now. She's going to give me a shot of my stuff here in a second. Russia, Russia, Russia. That's the title of this podcast. People, I always put down us going to war with Russia for the Ukrainians, but check it out. We're already at war with Russia with the Ukrainians. That's the problem. And, it's called a proxy war, people. A proxy war is when you're not actually sending troops over there, but you're sending money. We send them money to help them out with the war. We send them weaponry. We're sending them weaponry to fight the war, and we're sending them top secret information on where to strike from our satellites and all that. That makes us in a proxy war. That's one reason why Zelensky kind of went off to Donald Trump and all that when he came over here. I mean, it's because the Democratic Party, when they were in office, they greenlighted this war with Russia. They greenlighted it with the Ukrainians. We're going to help you. We're gonna give you money, weaponry, and information to attack them with. And then Donald Trump came into play. And I'm kind of with Donald Trump. Why go to war with Russia for fucking the Ukrainians? But we're already at war. The only difference is we haven't committed troops yet. But right now we're having a problem with the Ukrainians and the Russians coming to the table and making a deal for peace. Well, that being said, I think America needs to nut up and say, fuck you, Russia. If you don't want to play fucking nice from now, I mean, we're trying to give in both sides, your side, their side, and we're on their side. So, do you really want America to get involved anymore? The Russians already fucking threatened with nuclear power, but you know what? The world right now is not ready for a nuclear war. And if Russia even if China and the people in the Middle East actually thought they were going to set off a nuclear weapon towards us, everybody's weapons that are aimed towards us, our enemies, would go towards Russia, because we just got over COVID. Millions of people worldwide died from COVID. We're still, the world's still bouncing back from COVID, honestly. So I don't even think China may want to go to war with this someday, but it's not now. And China doesn't want to go to world war for the Russians to obtain Ukraine either, not if it comes to nuclear weapons. So I think Donald Trump needs to just call out fucking Putin's bluff. I don't think the world's ready for a world war. I mean, I don't think Putin's dumb enough to lose his allies that he has from actually pushing a nuclear weapon for his. See, they're a team. Russia, China, they're all a team. Russia's not going to push something that's going to fuck up China's shit, and China's not going to allow it. North Korea's not going to allow it. They don't want to lose all their. I mean, if there's a world war right now, then everybody, all these things that the Chinese are trying to do over in China, all things that we're trying to do, all things that they're trying to do, it'll all be gone. The world will be devastated. It'll be gone. It won't be the world will be different for the next 100 years or longer if we're not extinct. So I don't think Putin has the balls to do it. And if he did, he'd have so many missiles coming from every other country in the world coming on him, because they don't want that to happen yet. Armageddon is going to come, people, but I don't think it's right now. I mean, by the time that comes, maybe we'll all get a little bit smarter, the generations to come, and maybe that'll stop. But I just don't think they have it in there. I don't think they have the will to do it right now. The Democratic Party got us into a proxy war with the Ukrainians over Russia, and Donald Trump's trying to back us out of it. But if Putin's too stupid to come to the table, then let's fucking say, you really don't want us there, because you'll be done. We'll take over Russia without their nuclear weapons. It doesn't even matter supersonic weapons. They can't shoot off supersonic missiles when they're getting the fucking bombarded like they never saw in their life, like Iraq 2001. I mean, they'll be done. They'll be done. I mean, they'll be done. I mean, they know it. Everybody knows it. Wow.
I told you.
That's interesting.
I told you.
My wife talked me into buying Fireball.
No, I told you. Are you sure you want to get that? I don't know if you like it.
I'm fucking with it. Hey, it's whiskey though. Whatever. But anyways, I'm tired of hearing about Russia. I mean, maybe Donald Trump just needs to put the hammer down on these motherfuckers and see what they do. I don't think they're going to do shit. Russia knows they can't take out America unless it goes nuclear. And then the whole world's gone anyway. So, I mean, and Putin ain't really ready for that. He's just standing. He's just got some balls. And Donald Trump's got some balls. And we just need to call him out. If he's not going to come to the table and make peace, we either need to back out of Iran, out of the Ukraine, let what's going to happen, let the Europeans deal with it, or us just fucking have Donald Trump look at Putin in his eye and go, motherfucker, you don't really want to do this. I mean, I don't want to really have to kill you all, but I mean, we won't have to shoot one nuke to take you out. We'll take you out with our air power, or with our submarines, with our fucking massive navy. They'd be done. Done. No more Russia. So, I mean, we've been hearing about the Russia our whole life, but Russia compared to the United States is a weak country. Now, they do have nukes. They have a lot of nukes. That's the only thing that makes them powerful. Besides that, they're nothing to America. They're nothing. I mean, so we need to fucking try to figure out this Ukraine thing, I mean, one way or the other, and just get it done. The Democrats would like to drag this proxy war we have with the Ukrainians out with the Russians for the next 20 years. I mean, that's because they're the ones who got us into it. They don't want to they don't want to come out and say that they're the reasons why the Ukrainians are in this mess. It all started when the Democratic Party started colluding with the Ukrainians with the fake dossier back in the fucking Donald Trump's first term. You remember that shit, right? The Russia hoax. Yeah, the Ukrainians had some involvement in that. The government of Ukraine. That's been proven. It's a fact. I mean, so it is what it is. And this is Scott in the shot. Wow. Maybe Scott should take a hit. Scott in the hit, because that fucking shit's nasty. I'm still talking here, people. Let me take a quick hit of some weed. My bud's way better than that Fireball.
I told you.
I'm going to say it right in front of my wife. That Fireball, that's a bitch drink. Blah.
Told you I didn't think you'd like it.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot about it. Wanted to try it out, give it a shot. I'll give anything a shot except I'll try anything once except a shot in the mouth. If you get what I'm saying. This is an adult program, so I can say that.
You're giving it a shot.
Not a shot in my mouth. I'll take a shot of whiskey, but nobody's giving me a shot in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hetero. Proud of it. No shot in the mouth, man, unless my wife's... I'm just kidding.
Excuse me?
Excuse you.
Excuse me?
Excuse you. I had to get that taste out of my mouth, that Fireball. Fire shit, they ought to call it. Black.
Told you.
I know, but hey, it's just fucking whiskey. All right, man, I'm back. Quick little break. I should have a little thing that says weed break on there. Shot of weed break. Be back in, a minute. But anyway, that's what I think about Russia. They ain't shit. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I think I'm done for the day, man. I've been watching a lot of the news. Biden, excited race. Stop it. Anyway. I enjoy not being able to say the word Biden. I mean, I'm telling you, people. Fucking you know what, people? It's not Joe Biden that I'm mad about over the last 4 years. It's the Democratic Party. Nobody does anything in the Democratic Party, not even a Democratic president, without the party's okay. They just have a figurehead that's the actual president. That's the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats. They put up a figurehead, but the party calls the shots. In the Republican Party, we voted somebody who has a vision, who's smart and intelligent, that knows about trade and how to make, they know about economics. They know about things that, they know how to create things. They know how to manage things. But I mean, the individual that they voted for, like Donald Trump, like Bush, like Reagan, the Democrats put in the party. They have somebody that runs for the president, like was Joe Biden, but they were pulling his strings. I mean, kind of like Kamala Harris, they were going to pull her strings. I mean, they pull the strings. That's why they didn't have it. That's why when they threw out Joe Biden and put in Kamala Harris, and everything about it was undemocratic. They call the shots. They make up the rules for when it comes to whoever's running for their presidency on that side of the aisle. And when they get there, he's just a figurehead. The United States, I mean, when it comes to the Republican Party, I mean, we vote for somebody who has a vision, somebody who's talking what we want to hear, not because they're being told to talk it, because that's how they feel in their heart. We voted in Donald Trump for the second time now because he's a smart, intelligent stud. He's not a pussy, and he's got his own thoughts. And I mean, and the things that he's talked about since he became president the first time and now, with reciprocal trade, with the NATO not paying their fair share, with criminals coming over that border when they opened up the border. I mean, all these things came out to be true. The Russia hoax being a Russia hoax, which ended up being true. The 51 intel agents that lied about the lab, he said they were lying. It's all true. See, we voted in somebody who's truthful, hardworking, a genius, and he's not a pussy. That is what the Republican Party voted in. The Democrats wanted to put Kamala, take my Pamela, go be all Jamala. I mean, some stupid fucking bitch who doesn't know, who wouldn't know her ass from a hole in the ground. She's a dumbass. She reminds me of a fucking, what's those birds that walk around, put their head in the dirt?
Ostrich.
Yeah, the potato crats are a bunch of ostriches. Every now and then they pop their little head out of the hole and say something stupid. I mean, and you're like, put them back in their hole. Oh, get them back in that hole, man. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. They're like little anteaters, you know? Put the little nose down a hole and gobble up the little crumbs. Bunch of little fucking weirdos. They're anteaters. They're fucking whatever. Ostriches. I just say a partridge.
In a pear tree.
I don't even know what a partridge is, but I know the song. What the fuck is a partridge? I'm just kidding.
A bird.
Anyway, this got in a shot. I'm outie.
Bye, y'all.